Hello. Welcome to Heart Check. Let's just take a deep breath. You put your hand right about where your heart might be. What do you feel? What are you thinking? Where's your mind today? Well, I want to share today a little bit about some of the work that I've been doing for my own personal healing. And I also have a special announcement at the end. So make sure you stay with me, and you're going to hear about a new exciting thing that I'm going to be doing over on Instagram. But today for Heart Check, I wanted to share with you a person who I've been reading and listening to for the last few months. His name is Resmaa Menakem, and Resmaa Menakem is a trauma therapist who works with racialized trauma and generational trauma around slavery and Jim Crow and other white supremacist terrors. And Resmaa wrote a book called My Grandmother's Hands. And My Grandmother's Hands is the subtitle is Racialized Trauma and the Pathway to Mending Our Hearts and Bodies. So this is a book. He tells the story of his grandmother's hands, and I will just leave it at that. And because I want you to look up Resmaa, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the comments to an interview that Resmaa did with Krista Tippett for On Being. And it's a great introduction into Resmaa's work. And I'll also put this in the description below. But what has made my engagement with Resmaa's work so meaningful on a personal level is that it has asked me to look inside myself for signs of trauma that I maybe didn't actually experience firsthand, but that maybe my parents experienced, my grandparents experienced, my great-great-grandparents, all the way back to my ancestors who came here escaping other traumas in another part of the world. And it's helped me to understand that a couple of things. One, that trauma is not my fault. My trauma is not my fault. And that healing, while liberating and freeing, healing is hard work. And it is lifelong work. Now, one thing Resmaa says is that people who are learning these techniques and these processes of healing should do their healing first, should do their work first before trying to teach it to anyone. And so I'm actually not going to teach you today. I want you to go and look up Resmaa Menakem, because Resmaa is my teacher in this work. And I think Resmaa is a great teacher for anyone who is ready to do the hard work of healing and really digging deep into what our traumas are, where they may have come from, and most importantly, how we can cease perpetuating them to younger generations. I know for me, in my context, the Bible has many stories of trauma and of healing and of liberation because of that healing. I know that the Bible tells the story of the human experience as it relates to God. And the human experience is full of trauma. And our relationship to God in that human experience of trauma can be that of healing. It can be that of liberation. It can be that of participating in the liberation of generations to come by liberating ourselves, healing ourselves, continuing through hope, continuing through love, continuing through the things that give us life, like rest and joy. Thank you for this day, O Lord. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, O Lord. Thank you for this day. This healing. This healing. This healing day. This healing. This healing. This healing day. Friends, thank you for joining me today for Heart Check. I said at the beginning that I have a special announcement, and it has to do with today's subject, Resmaa Menakem and my grandmother's hands. So tomorrow on Instagram, I am going to be starting a drawing. So I am going to be giving away a copy of my grandmother's hands to someone who enters the drawing, and you enter the drawing by liking and subscribing to my Instagram and commenting on my Instagram, and you will be able to have your name put in the drawing multiple times for liking and subscribing across platforms. So if you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, then you get your name in another time. If you like and subscribe my TikTok channel, then you get another name in the pot. So you have 3 opportunities to have your name put in 3 times. If you're not already a follower on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, and I'll be doing the drawing on Monday for a free copy of my grandmother's hands that I'm going to send to someone. So that will start tomorrow, and you're welcome to go on over to Instagram now and join me there so that you'll know that is happening. Okay, so wow, thank you all so much for joining me. If you like what you see here, if this is meaningful for you, if you want to see it continue and grow, go on over to patreon.com/Rebecca Stevens Walter. That link is in the description, and join this ministry and be a part of its sustainability. And also, tomorrow I mentioned that I'll be making the drawing announcement on Instagram. New Ways of Being on Instagram is on hiatus, and so be on the lookout for the season 4 lineup coming up in the next couple of weeks. Sunday, I'll be here for a moment of hope, and that's 3 songs and a brief prayer on YouTube Live. And next week, of course, I'll be right back here, 2 o'clock on Thursdays for Heart Check. Thank you for joining me today. Watch some other videos on my channel. And in the meantime, go in love, go in peace, and hold on to that hope. And I'll see you on the internet.